Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular and working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of gold futures in a monthly chart first. So here I would like to draw your attention towards a formation here in the monthly time frame. So here you can see that after the formation of this indecisive candle in the monthly time frame during the month of August, here you can see that this has been followed by a bearish candle here. What it means, for understanding the meaning of this formation, we'll have to have a look at the movements of gold futures during the month of March when the gold futures formed the same indecisive candle during the month of March, which was followed by a bullish candle where its wick was a little higher, but overall this candle was very bullish, which resulted in continuation of a bullish uptrend, and finally we found a breakout move during the month of July 2020 in gold futures and finally tested the highs of the 2088 during the month of August. And here you can see that when this indecisive candle was formed in March 2020, this was followed by a bullish candle which resulted in an uptrend in a monthly time frame. But now the same indecisive candle is followed by the formation of a bearish candle which confirms the continuity of a downward trend in a monthly time frame where the gold may test the lows of $1566 during the upcoming months. So friends, here I find that if we start the month of October below the levels of $1839, we'll see the continuation of a bearish move in gold futures where I find that a breakdown of gold futures below the levels of $1794. So here I find that if the gold futures take a sustained move below the levels of $1794, we'll see the continuation of this downward trend in gold futures. So friends, here I find that during the month of October and November, we'll see the continuation of a downward trend in gold futures where the gold futures will find their next support at the levels of $1675. So friends, here I find that if the gold futures break this important support level of 1675, the gold futures may continue to remain on a sliding path during the upcoming months where the next support level will be at the levels of $1575. Friends, now let us have a look at the movements of gold futures in a weekly time frame. So in a weekly time frame, after facing a stiff resistance at the levels of $1710 during the month of March, the gold futures moved downward and tested the lows of $1469 during the second week of March, from where the gold futures found some support at the lower end of this uptrend zone. So here in the weekly time frame, you can see that the gold futures tested the lower end of this uptrend zone and found some support, and this uptrend continued in gold futures where the gold futures found second resistance at the levels of $1794. So this resistance what the gold futures witnessed during the month of April to June 2020, now this level has turned into a strong support for gold futures because the gold futures have traded for a long time above this resistance level. So now this level of 1794 seems to be a strong support level for gold futures in case of a steep fall from the current levels. So here I find that the gold futures will find their immediate support at the levels of $1794. So friends, here in a weekly time frame, you can see the formation of an exhaustive candle during the first week of August 2020, which was followed by a bearish candle which confirms the continuity of a downward move in gold futures. And here you can see that once again the gold futures formed another exhaustive candle during the third week of August, which was followed by a bullish candle which resulted in an upward move in gold futures, where the gold futures continued to face stiff resistance at the levels of $1985, which resulted in a sharp downward move in gold futures during the last week, where the gold futures found a sharp downward move from the levels of $1963 and finally tested the lows of $1851, which confirms the continuity of a downward move in gold futures, where the immediate resistance for gold futures will be found at the levels of $1910, which will work as a strong resistance for gold futures, and the immediate support will be found at the levels of $1794. So here I find that if the gold futures are not able to defend this immediate support of $1794 during the upcoming week, we will see the gold futures to continue this downward move up to the lower end of this downward trend, from where the gold futures may found some bounce back from the levels of $1634. So here you can see that up to the last week of August 2020, the gold futures tried to sustain amid this uptrend but could not, and finally started to move downward. Friends, here I find if we find the gold futures to sustain amid this downward channel during the upcoming week, we will see the gold futures will try to find their immediate support at the levels of $1794, from where the gold futures may see a bounce back once again up to these levels, where they will find their immediate resistance at the levels of $1864, and the second resistance will be seen at the levels of $1910. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.